Hello, and welcome to the 52nd episode of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'll be reviewing a favorite of mine, Satan's Hollow. Satan's Hollow was released in 1981 by Bally Midway. My first time playing this game was at Wizard of Games inside of the Ford City Mall in Chicago, Illinois. Satan's Hollow is a third-party shooter game in which you need to shoot a continuous onslaught of satanic-like enemies. You control your cannon with the left-right flight-style joystick with the firing trigger and a shield button. You move your cannon across the bottom of the mountain pass leading to Satan's Hollow. Your cannon can fire 2 shots at a time, although you can earn up to 2 extra guns for your cannon by defeating Satan, which I will go more in depth with later in the video. You also have a shield which will give you a defense against the enemies. You are given 15 units of shield power, which will give you about 1 second of protection. The shield strength is located at the bottom left of the screen. Pressing the button will decrease your shield power, although once you release it, power will slowly return to full strength. If an enemy hits your shield, it will be destroyed. The game begins with an attack of the gargoyles. Wave 1 will have 2 groups of 4 green gargoyles circling across the sky while dropping bombs on you. These gargoyles will also dive bomb you in an attempt to destroy your cannon. Your movement on the bottom of the playfield is limited to the right due to the river of fire. You need to build a bridge across the river in order to reach Satan himself. You will receive 120 points for destroying each gargoyle. After clearing each wave, a gargoyle will fly across the top of the screen to plant a flag on the top of the mountain. If you earn 10 flags, they will be converted into a red flag, and if you earn 5 red flags, they will be converted into a red and white two-tone flag. These flags will come into play later in the game. As the waves go on, there will be more and different enemies. After clearing the 5th level, the red bridge bomber gargoyles will join the battle. These enemies will drop stones that will destroy sections of your bridge, requiring you to replace them. If you are on the right half of the gap, you are able to move over the gap, but if you are to the left, you can no longer cross. You will receive 225 points for each one destroyed. In addition to the gargoyles, there are green humanoid figures that will throw eggs downward at you that will explode into a firebomb that will block your movement. You are able to use your shields to pass through them, although as the game moves on, there will be more firebombs thrown down which will make your shields harder to defend against. You will earn 225 points for each one destroyed. Every time you shoot an enemy, a piece of bridge will appear at the bottom left of the screen. Moving your cannon over the bridge piece will allow you to tow it to the river of fire to build the bridge. After placing the piece, shooting another enemy will cause a new piece to appear. Only one piece will appear at a time, so if there is a piece at the bottom left or in your tow, a new piece will not appear. The first bridge requires 6 pieces to complete, and higher levels will require more pieces up to 14. Once you complete the bridge, you can cross it and you will battle Satan himself. Satan is a red-colored humanoid that will fly around the sky and throw tridents and fireballs at you. Shooting Satan will earn you 1,000 points, and you will receive a bonus based on the number of flags you have on the castle. You will earn 1,000 points for each white flag, 10,000 points for each red flag, and 50,000 points for each of the two-tone flags. You will also get an additional gun on your cannon every time you destroy Satan, up to 2 extra guns. During gameplay, these enemies will occasionally reach the bottom and will grab one of your extra cannons. Once they have your cannon in tow, they will fly up to the castle where the ship will be lost forever. If you shoot the enemy before it reaches the top, the ship will fall safely back to you. If you cross the bridge to face Satan while there is a ship in tow, it will automatically return to you. You cannot use the shield to destroy any of these ships when they are towing one of your cannons. The enemies will attack in 2 different patterns. The first pattern will have 2 sets of green gargoyles like at the beginning of the game, and the second pattern will be an attack in a large looping pattern with up to all 3 different enemies. Once you complete the second attack pattern, you will face Lucifer, Old Nick, or Beelzebub. These are floating heads that will breathe fire down against you. Beelzebub is the largest and is worth 250 points. Old Nick is the mid-sized one and is worth 500 points, and Lucifer is the smallest and is worth 1,000 points. One novel thing this game does is it cycles the sky darkness levels, like it's going from day to night and back. The sky begins as a light purple and blue and will slowly change into reds and eventually to near black, then will cycle back to the lighter colors. When the screen gets darker, the enemies are harder to see and will become almost invisible. Once the screen is the darkest, you only see a portion of the wings of the enemies, but you will still be able to see the enemy shots. I really enjoyed playing this game and highly recommend playing it, especially if you can find it in an arcade setting, because nothing replaces the feel of the flight-style joystick. I enjoyed this game more than Do Run Run, but not as much as Donkey Kong Jr., so Satan Hollow flies into the number 9 spot. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there are any games you would like me to review, please leave a message in the comments section below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for new videos every Wednesday and Sunday.